when the first Fantastic Four teasers and trailers released, there was initially a lot of hype behind this movie, but as time has gone on, it's kind of died down. And now that we've finally seen the Silver Surfer, there is a lot of backlash on social media over this. So let's take a look at this That Park Place article. It says Marvel's latest Fantastic Four trailer dropped and sparked a wave of online mockery. Fans quickly turned their attention to the visuals and casting choices, particularly the debut of Julia Garner's Silver Surfer. Now, we have had female Silver Surfers in the past. It's not like this is some new concept, but it's never been heavily explored. It is worth noting, however, that the concept of the Surfer is not entirely new. The character Shala Ball first appeared in Marvel Comics in 1993 as a version of the Surfer, but she was killed off after only 4 issues. So why would you pick a version of a character that has minimal time, that has minimal recognition, when you could have just gone for Norrin, Radd? It boils down to Marvel pushing identity politics, which does suck because they have made some more moves recently that people have enjoyed, like with Marvel Rivals. They're adding swimsuits. They're bringing back these swimsuit kind of illustrated Marvel comics after 30 years of being shelved. So on one hand, they're making moves that I agree with, and on the other, then they do things like this. They hire actors who are worried about pushing identity politics, and we know that this movie is going to do that. That's already confirmed. It says, though, that while the gender swap of the Silver Surfer has been known for months, with Marvel confirming Garner as Shala Ball, a female version of the Cosmic Herald, this trailer marks the first time that the character has appeared on screen, and it has not gone well for them. It's so funny to see. People were saying this isn't the Silver Surfer, it's the aluminum paddleboarder. And another sarcastically remarked, the Marvel CGI looks like it was done on a PS3 dev kit. I think it boils down to them overcompensating because CGI has gotten so good that they do too much and then they kind of lose the essence of those original characters and what made them special in the first place. And it's like they're just trying to constantly modernize, which isn't what people want. It says it's still a poor excuse, though, to replace the well-known Norrin Radd in favor of ideologies and agendas. This is why a lot of people are upset. Not that there's necessarily another female character or a female Silver Surfer. They could have put Juno in, and then it would have made a little bit more sense. But ultimately, we're talking about a version of a character that isn't well known. Conversely, in a rare positive reaction, the reveal of Galactus earned praise from fans. Many were relieved to see the planet-devouring villain closely resemble his classic comic book appearance. So there is some positive news surrounding this. Unfortunately, though, there is just a lot of negativity. And if you also take to, the discussing films threads, they are silencing people. So the media is doing their best to damage control for Disney here. I mean, they're blocking comments that simply say confirmed female. Marvel is going to have a problem. Female Surfer doesn't work. This movie might fail. We're not talking about overtly rude or harassing comments towards the actress or something. The Silver Surfer is a man, is a comment that got hidden, which in my opinion is just absurd. Why are they doing this shit again? They trans the male Silver Surfer, one of the best images that I've seen. POV, Disney execs be all like, fuck it, put a chick in there, make her lame, and make her gay, which definitely is a strategy that they're still trying to push. They still think for some reason that this is going to turn out well for them. We know that this movie makes politically charged MCU changes to characters centered on gender politics and masculinity, which is just so disappointing. We have heard that they are more worried about making this appeal to a modern audience, talking about the classic version of the character he plays, Johnny Storm the Human Torch. He was branded as this womanizing devil-may-care guy, but is that sexy these days? I don't think so. The version of Johnny is less callous with other people's feelings, and hopefully there's a self-awareness about what's driving that attention-seeking behavior. Then, of course, we have Vanessa Kirby Sue Storm, who is pregnant, and I am perfectly fine with there being a pregnant, strong, motherly character in entertainment. But on the flip side, while you're doing that, you cannot sacrifice her identity as a superhero. And I feel like that is what they are going to do. They are going to focus too much on the motherly aspects, which on their own are strong, but we're talking about Sue Storm, who needs to be strong, who needs to be out there in the action. And in some of the trailers, we have seen her fully suited up and, doing her job as a superhero. But I just worry that they are going to focus too much on making her this powerful motherly figure and leaving behind the superhero act, as they call it. So there is quite a lot of backlash surrounding this movie at this point, primarily right now because of the female Silver Surfer design. There are plenty of people who are just really disappointed with this decision, which I totally and completely understand. I don't think that she looks that good. I think that the CGI looks terrible, and I really hope that they can fix it up a little bit more before this release. But right now, this trailer is sparking backlash, and there is a lot of talk about the designs, and the Silver Surfer is being mocked for the terrible CGI and design. But that's all that I really had to discuss in this video. Let everyone know your thoughts in the comments below. If you enjoyed this, give it a like, and if you didn't, give it a dislike. I appreciate your support either way, but I'll talk to you all again in the next video really soon.